Hey everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about how you can use AI to become your own graphic artist or to help you become a better graphic artist. Many of the times that we talk about AI, we always tend to get on the subject of AI helping us create documents and to help us with website coding, but there are few conversations, especially for the non-tech group out there, about using AI to become your graphic designer, which is huge because AI can definitely do it for you. You don't have to have any artistic skill, just the ability to know what information to put in as a prompt in your favorite AI chatbot. Now, as always, if you want to continue to see videos like these that are going to help you get more from the technology in your life, be sure to like, comment, and share this video so that your friends out there that struggle with technology can get a better grasp on the tech in their life. Now, when I talk about using AI for graphics, for me, it's a no-brainer because even though I'm a tech guy, I love doing graphics and I love creating things. I used to draw. I used to do those custom cards with the Hallmark card creator. I don't know if any of you remember those. But now with tools like Publisher and Canva, you don't necessarily need the built-in graphics anymore. And if you're doing documents, with AI, you don't have to go to image sharing services anymore because any image you need, AI can definitely do it for you. Now the challenge is if you're going to utilize AI images, according to US copyright law, that image belongs to AI. So you can utilize it, but you need to be sure to give homage to whatever AI tool that you use in order to create that image. So for example, for the weekly blogs that I do for my tech support company Integral, most of those are done in Meta AI, and I will give credit to Meta AI. Originally it started with Copilot, but as you can see, I've moved to Meta as far as graphics are concerned. So how do you let AI become your graphic designer? Well, one of the things you have to do is to get on your prompt game, which prompts are the programming in the love language of AI. But for graphics, you have to take it on a different level because you're prompting the AI chatbot to give you what you want, but you have to do it in a graphical way so that you can get the image that you want, or video, but that's for another video. So let's get started. So first step with that is you want to make sure that you are defining the subject as far as what you are going to do. I know that sounds stupid, but what are you going to create with your AI graphic designer? Or is it going to be a dog? Is it going to be a cat? Is it going to be a person? Sky's the limit. You can pretty much create whatever you want with AI. Now, depending on the AI chatbot, if you're trying to do images of people, programs like Midjourney will allow you to do, I guess, public figures. But some AI chatbots, you may have to tell it, I want it to look like someone who looks like a known person. But in the interest of AI and privacy, try to keep your stuff fictional because or with your own self, that's the best way to go. Next, as far as your prompt, you want to describe your environment. What type of environment are you going to put your subject in? Is it going to be in a backyard? Is it going to be a cityscape? Is it going to be in outer space? Sky's the limit as far as where you want your environment to be, and AI can just make anything happen. So you before you go through this whole process, you have to think about how are we going to make all this happen and what do I want? And of course, at the end of this, we're going to put together a prompt to show you how each chatbot that I recommend for drawing is going to work for you. Next is choose your style. Style is important. Style is important because AI can do any style that you want. Styles such as maybe you want a Pixar like image of a dog or a cat or yourself or a random kid down the street. Maybe you want it to be in impressionistic. Hope I said that right. Maybe you want the style to be black and white. Maybe you want it to look like old timey. Maybe you want it to look photorealistic. Many people, when they're doing professional images, want a photorealistic image so it looks like it was taken with a camera. You can even get as technical as saying that you want 4K quality for your AI image. So think about what style you want when it comes to what you're creating. Composition, experiment with it because composition is important. Do you want your AI image to be a close up? Do you want it to be a bird's eye view? Do you want it to be a view from a drone view? Do you want it to encircle the earth? Composition is important. So you have to think about what composition I want. And the good thing about AI like digital photographs is that if you do it once, you can continue to do it until you get exactly what you want. Next on my list is to make sure that you are utilizing multiple AI models because the challenge that we run into in today's world is that everyone gets stuck into the Chat GPT bubble. And yes, Chat GPT does a great job as far as graphics are concerned, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you are utilizing other AI tools to ensure that you get the most out of the graphics that you are doing. Because each one's got its strengths and each one has its weaknesses. And all of these AI tools are constantly competing with each other. So what may work one month may not work the next month in another AI tool. The best example I can give you is my graphical journey with Microsoft Copilot. Copilot was my go-to as far as graphics were concerned. Originally, when Copilot went from, I forget what the tool was, but when it went to Copilot, you got 4 images that you could choose from. The good thing about Copilot is that it would give you just a standard image. You could change the aspect ratio to go to 16:9, which was perfect for blog posts and PowerPoint presentations. But then they took all that away. So now there are other tools that you can use in order to make that happen. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started with a prompt. And we're going to start off with ChatGPT and go from there. So let's start off with the prompt, and I'm just copying one that we can see, and then I'm going to bring up our desktop and we'll see how each of the AI tools works. So with ChatGPT 4, I can just paste, I need a portrait of a wise old wizard with a long white beard sitting by a crackling fireplace in a cozy, dimly lit study rendered in a detailed old painting style. That gives you an idea of what I want. Old painting style wizard, wise wizard with a long beard with a crackling fireplace. So let me copy this prompt. We're going to go ahead and tell ChatGPT to generate that image. And let's see what we get. Sometimes it takes it a few minutes on these images, so bear with me as it generates that. And it's coming. It's doing its thing. And eventually, hopefully, it will get its image done. Now, to cheat, I'm going to use another AI chatbot, and let's see how quick the results are going to be. Off screen, I'm going to Microsoft Copilot. Still waiting for ChatGPT to do its thing with its image. So let's switch screens. Let's go to Microsoft Copilot. As you can see, it's the same old prompt. I'm going to put that in Copilot, and we're going to flip-flop between ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot to see what we are going to get. Now, I will tell you, with some of these images, if you not necessarily do oil paintings, if you do photorealistic, sometimes those images will come out a lot quicker and you will see your results rendered much faster. So now we've got a race between ChatGPT, which, let's go back to our desktop, is starting to render a wizard, and go back to Copilot, which is trying to do the same thing. Now I'm going to go to Meta AI, which can be reached at meta.ai, and we're going to go ahead and paste in the same prompt to see what we get. Now, I don't know if you've noticed on Meta, it had an images button, but if you say you want a portrait, it will just go ahead and do it. You don't have to click on images. Now, as you can see, Meta brought up that image a lot quicker, and I have 4 options to choose from Meta AI as far as my graphic tool is concerned. If I get back to ChatGPT, it does bring up what I would say a Rembrandt style of image that it generated, and I'll go ahead and give it a thumbs up, which I would recommend anytime you get the results that you want from your chatbot, to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down to let it know that it gave you what you wanted. Now ChatGPT is done. Let's go back to Microsoft Copilot, and we finally have our image, and yes, it looks more like a painting, and it gives a little bit description about the painting as well. Meta AI kind of cheated. It went with the photorealistic, not necessarily oil painting style. Let's ask Google Gemini, which is another tool that will allow you to do images. So we're going to put in what we want, and let's see what Gemini is going to give us. And then one final one I want to try out as far as a graphic tool. Let's bring up Grok AI and see what we get with that, if I can type it in. Let me sign into Grok, and let's see what we get. Come on. Oh, I think I'd signed in with Google. So we're continuing. Let's see if we can get to Grok. We're in. Well, actually, I got into my X account. Now, how the heck did that happen? Let's go back. Go to Grok. Let me go ahead and sign in again. Log in with my account. Let's see if we can get access to it. Finally. And while we're in, let's see what Google Gemini gave us. So let's switch to Gemini. It's a painting, but it's not bad. But as you can see, from each chat tool, it gives you different options to choose from. Now I will say, as far as graphics are concerned, with Meta, you get a little bit more. Like if you wanted to do a 3D rendering of that image, you could click on 3D, or you could click on 8-bit. You can go illustrate it. The sky's the limit, and it's showing it off to the, there you go, off to the left hand or right hand side. Let's try Grok with the same prompt, and then we'll do one more prompt with an AI tool. Now it looks like Grok's going to give us 2 images to choose from, and it rendered pretty quickly. Not bad, but one of the things that I don't want you to do is to just rely only on ChatGPT to do your images, because as you can see, you are going to get more robust images if you utilize different AI chatbots. We're going to do one more prompt, And then we're going to end this video. So let's see what we get as far as another prompt. And let's see here. Let me switch screens and I'll show you what my prompt is. Prompt that I currently have is a lone astronaut standing on a desolate Martian plain or landscape with dramatic red sky and distant Earth in the background. And we want to wide lens and we want to do with an 8K resolution. So let's see what ChatGPT is going to give us as far as that prompt is concerned. Now, in the meantime, we're going to start a new conversation with Meta AI, put the same prompt in and see what we get. Same thing with Google Gemini. A new chat. We're going to put our prompt in. And then let's go to Copilot. Start a new conversation. And then finally, we're going to go back to Grok. We're going to start a new chat and paste and see what we get. So let's go back to ChatGPT, and it's creating an image. It's taking it a few minutes. Now, as you can see, Meta, as far as images are concerned, throws it out pretty quickly, and we get 4. Now, a little bonus that I wanted to show you with Meta.ai is that I can tell it I want to change the size. I can tell it to regenerate. Now, the challenge with Meta is that it will not bring up the same image. Close, it'll do it. But one other extra thing Meta will do is that you can actually tell it to animate said image and it'll turn it into a 4-second MP3 or MP4 that you can download to your computer. And as you can see, Meta will actually throw out the watermark on its images. So let's see if we can get that to go to 16:9 while we wait. Let's take a look at Google Gemini. We've got our image of our astronaut, Microsoft Copilot. We've got our image of our astronaut, and Grok. We've got 2 images of our astronaut. And finally, ChatGPT brought us our image of our astronaut. So not bad as far as the images are concerned. But I will have to tell you, in my personal opinion, as far as images are concerned, Meta AI does an awesome job as far as images is concerned, and it gives you a little bit more diversity. Now, going back one last time to Meta, you see those animated images of that astronaut walking, not trying to push you to use a specific AI tool for images, but at the same time, use them all. Don't just get stuck in the ChatGPT bubble and stick with one AI tool to generate images. Use the ones I've selected because, as you can see, the options are going to be different. And the sky's the limit. And one other thing I was going to share too, you can follow the directions as far as prompting, or you can just do something real quick like we'll do it with Meta in a hot second. We'll just say, hey, hi, can you create an image of a happy cat and dog? Nothing wrong with doing those short prompts, because with the image generator, sometimes you'll get exactly what you want. Other times it'll give you an idea of which direction you want. As you can see, it kind of diversified it. Put a cat and dog outside happy playing. You can also, it gives you the idea of, well, maybe we want these animals inside. So the sky's the limit with AI, and don't let AI stop you as far as creating those awesome images that you want to create. Yes, there's Midjourney, but there's also your standard AI tools such as ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, I said Copilot, Gemini, Meta, and Grok that will allow you to do images. So with that said, one last thing again, if AI creates an image, you don't own it, but you definitely can post it and give credit to AI as far as generating that image. And of course, AI images look AI generated. So if you try to say it's yours, most people are going to know that it was generated with AI. So if you have any comments or questions about generating AI images, leave them in the comment section below. Would love to hear from you to find out how it can help you as far as your image creation in AI. Now, with every video, my goal is to help you get more from the technology that you use at home and at work, and open you up to a whole new world of ideas and experiences. I love technology. I've read all the manuals, and I'm serious about making technology fun, safe, and easy to use for everyone. So take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile, and thanks for watching.